Yo también. Hola. Yes, thank you. That was a woman, right? Yes. So yes, I am Latina. My last name is Alvarado, which is Spanish for single parent. It is. Hi. Informing my peeps. I'm Latina. I'm Peruvian, first generation born here. And the sad thing is I really want to fit in California, but I really don't because it's mostly Mexicans. I wish I was Mexican, you guys. And then I feel like I don't fit in. Then I go to New York and it's mostly, Puerto Ricans, so I don't fit in there either. Then I go to Florida. I don't fit in because what kind of Mexicans are in Florida? All right, the Cuban Mexicans. They're everywhere. I don't fit in. I'm seriously, look at me. I'm not even the typical Latina, because I got pregnant in my late teens. Yeah. I know. That's a lot of pressure at home. My mom's like, hurry up, your little brother's a grandfather. Okay, I'm trying. Pressure. I'm glad you guys are laughing with me. That's awesome. I actually went through some really hard times because I was pregnant young. I have a 9-year-old son. You're really poor when your only option left for dinner is to boil a macaroni necklace. Yeah, that's pretty broke, you guys. And I used to do these things to trick them, like we were really rich. Like I would take them to parts of town that I couldn't afford, like these parks in Beverly Hills. But I didn't fit in with the moms whatsoever, with like their money and accessories. They're walking around with like their diamond watches and their Gucci sunglasses and their husbands. A bunch of show-offs. And yeah. One thing about being pregnant young that I actually liked is I got to get out of gym class for 9 months. So, yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. I got to get out of that thing that they made us do. Ladies, I was born in the Midwest. Do you remember what they made us do on the chin-up bar? Do you guys remember that? Yeah, the guys got to do pull-ups, and then the girls got to do this. What? Isn't gym class supposed to prepare us for our future? Ladies, have you ever gone to a job interview and had the person interviewing go, wow, great references. You have your master's? Can you just hang on that bar? What? And the other thing that I hated doing was square dancing. Come on. When is a Latin kid ever going to need to know how to do-si-do? Plus, do-si-do equals cuatro. Anyway. Hi. Get with the program, right? And then there was the worst thing ever. Do you remember the pommel horse? That long thing with the 2 handles? They made us jump across this. First of all, anything with the word pummel in the name is not good for our kids. The first time I tried to jump across this thing, I actually fell and broke my water. It was dangerous. Go to the nurse's office twice this week. And so recently my mom retired and she moved in with me. So I have my 9-year-old son and my retired mom. And it's kind of tough because I feel like I'm taking care of the both of them. Like one just got out of diapers and one's going into diapers. Yeah, it's a little hard. And I've realized that I'm now becoming my mom. Ladies, do you do this? Like you hang out with your mom? I am embarrassed to admit that the other night, I actually washed a paper plate. What? It's sad. I'm not proud of that. Oh, here's another indication that I am now getting older. I am, this is a little scary. I actually found a lump under my right arm. Kind of scary, but good news. I went and got it checked out. Everything's okay. Turns out it was just my breast. Yeah. I was laying on my back and, yeah. No, everything's okay. Turns out I have one on the other side. So, thank God for breastfeeding. So happy about that. So I'm dating now because I'm looking for, a special guy to share child support checks with, and yeah. And I just haven't found the right guy, The last guy I dated was a long time ago, and we dated for a year. He left after 6 months, and I'm committed, seriously, and in denial. So, and he completely took off the first time I said the L word, leave, and I'm like, what a quitter, Because I was only waving my pistola. I didn't even point it. Directly at him. Chicken. And I'm Latina. That's how we communicate. Right? Yeah. I don't know. I have such a problem with men. I'm Latina, and I had to stop dating Latin men. I did, because I can only handle one guy calling me mommy all day. And then I dated this Asian guy, and I can't date him anymore. He was so clingy. Seriously, I called him my Lee press-on. And then, oh wait, and then my last boyfriend was black, and he actually ended up breaking up with me because I didn't have enough kids, and my problem is. But I did go out on a date with this guy who wore the most amazing cologne. Ladies, have you smelled that 401k? That's my favorite. Smells rich. A little squirt of dental. Hi. Oh, and I get these headaches from all these problems I have, So I went to the store to buy my favorite headache medicine. And what I've noticed is that they're making the brands more specific by adding an adjective to them. Like they have this headache medicine that's PM, extra strength. Now there's tension headache medicine. So what I'm thinking is if they're gonna be specific, then I think they should go all the way, right? Like I wanna go to the store and buy a bottle of headache medicine that says, I can't pay my rent. Headache medicine, right? Or it's 9 a.m., I'm still drunk. Right? Yeah, it's specific, who's my baby's daddy? Listen, just saying. Even feminine products should be more specific. I want to buy a box of tampon that says, damn it, every time I go on vacation. Tampon, right, ladies? Or here's one for the guys. Why does she always make me buy this box for her? Or how about a big old thing of, hallelujah, I got my freaking period! Yeah! I got it this month, woohoo! And that would come in the biggest box, and you'd cut it open, and confetti and midgets would pop out. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I'm Lisa Alvarado.
Hello to everybody. How are you guys? Let me introduce myself. My name is Francisco Ramos. I'm from Venezuela. Thank you. Okay. Just one more applause. Thank you. Yes. I moved here when I was 13, so I had to learn English. So that's why I still have an accent. But I know I have one. There's always that person that comes to me and points it out like I have no idea. The other day I was talking to this guy. He's like, "Hey, Francisco, you know you have an accent?" Really? I did not notice that. Hey, thank you. I know, I'm not deaf. I can hear myself. Every day I hear myself. And I used to live in Washington, D.C. before I moved here, And in D.C. I was Venezuela. As soon as I moved to L.A., I became Mexican. And I was like, how'd that happen? How come I keep saying, ¿Qué pasó, güey? But it's understandable because the majority of Latinos here are Mexicans, It's easy to make the confusion. I do the same thing. Every time I see an Asian person, I go, Chinese! Every time I see a guy working in Barnes and Nobles, I go, gay! It's true, every time you go, there's like, hi. Welcome to Barnes and Nobles. You want a small book or a big book? I'll go online, thank you very much. It's kind of weird me out. Like I said, I had to learn English when I moved here. English is very hard because it's got so many different sounds, you know. So many words sound similar. Like when I was growing up, I had trouble saying the word beach. And one time I had to do a presentation for school about Venezuela, you know. So I'm all happy, I'm all prepared, I think I'm gonna do good, you know. And I start, I'm like, Venezuela is a very beautiful country. It's got a lot of natural things. Especially there are a lot of bitches. There are very big bitches in Venezuela. But there are also very dirty bitches too. I got suspended for 3 days. I was like, what happened? I came back and all the black dudes in my class were gone. I started to ask why. I was like, oh, they all went to Venezuela to find the bitches. It's my only black joke, guys. Can only do one. That's it. And I love learning. I was watching the History Channel before I came here. They're having this big debate whether Jesus was black or white. I actually think Jesus is Latino. Because first of all, his name is Jesus. His dad was a carpenter. And his mom got pregnant by not doing anything. That's Latina, I'm sorry. It's like, Maria, what happened? I just touched you today. They get pregnant by touching, guys, it's true. And they're tricky. They come to like, hi, my name is Maria. Hi, Maria, I'm not gonna touch you. You tricky Maria. I'm gonna touch you. No. By the way, that's if you want to be in a telenovela, that's all you gotta do. Say Maria and stare in the camera for 5 minutes. It's like, Maria. 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 Cut, that's a wrap. Thank you very much. That's very fun. Thank you. So stupid. And also, like I move here, I also go to auditions, you know, and every time I go to an audition, I always get the same thing from the casting director. It's like, hey, you know what you look like? Ricky Martin. You know, I used to get mad, but I was like, man, I should use this as my advantage. You know, so like the other day I called this restaurant, I made a reservation, Ricky Martin +1. You know? And when I get there, the guy's like, you're not Ricky Martin. So I had to think quick, I'm like, yeah, come on! The guy's like, why is Ricky Martin making reservations at the Olive Garden? Like, because Ricky Martin likes to live la vida loca. Come on! The guy's like, dude, stop dancing. I know you're not Ricky Martin. You know why? Because you're here with a girl. Is the Ricky Martin fan club here? I was with a girl. I don't know what that guy meant. Beautiful ladies here, I gotta tell you that. All right, low self-esteem girls. Beautiful. Girls like my accent. I don't know why they do. You see, I don't know why. I don't understand. You know, but like, so every time I see a really hot girl, like a lot of girls here, I try to thick it up. You know, see if it works better. Like the other day I was at this club and I see this really hot girl. So I was like, man, I'm gonna introduce myself, you know. So I walk to her like I normally do, you know. Hola. My name is, how do you say? Francisco. She was with a friend, she turned to her friend, she's like, oh my God, I think he's retarded. That's my time, guys. My name is Francisco Ramos.
What's up, everybody? ¿Qué es la que hay, papá? Oh, everybody got scared all of a sudden. They're like, I don't know where this is going. I'm Carlos. I am, in fact, born and raised from Puerto Rico, which is great, except for the fact that some people try to be funny. They come up to me, they're like, where's the knife? That's when I usually tell them, it's in my pocket. So back it up before I cut you. Right? Because that's the big joke, right? That's the big running joke. Puerto Ricans will cut you. Or break into song and dance, because apparently there's no in between, is there? Now, with us, it's either a flesh wound or shake your bum bum living la vida loca. Sometimes you get them at the same time. I've only seen that happen in West Side Story, where you get a plie and a shank. Shank. Very artistic way to kill somebody. And I don't mind telling people, about Puerto Rico, but sometimes I like to make stuff up just to see how people react. They're like, what part of Puerto Rico are you from? And I'll be like, I'm from jamón y queso. Spanish speakers? Okay, I like that. Awesome. Which is impossible, sir, that's looking at me with a weird face. Because I just said ham and cheese. Yeah, and we can't live in ham and cheese as much as we would all love to. You can't live it. And I'm tough, but I'm fair, because if somebody sincerely wants to know about Puerto Rico, I'll totally sit them down with Google and blow their mind with information. But if I say jamón y queso and you go, yeah, jamón y queso? Yeah. That sounds so familiar. And I know you're just being a douche. So I'm just gonna keep making fun, because it's never enough, right? There's all these questions. Okay, well, what's jamón y queso close to then? Well, you probably heard of it. It's right next to la raja del culo. And sir, I know it sounds exotic, but unfortunately, it's the Spanish word for butt crack. So sorry. I know you were like, let's look into it. Yeah, which is all the better when they react, I love La Raja del Culo! I like to go there at least once or twice a year. It's a little hot and muggy in the summer, yeah. But I love the views! I think my uncle has property there. La Raja del Culo. A little bit about myself. I like to help out the homeless as much as possible. And I try to help out, but sometimes they react in the most unexpected ways. And she is homeless, I think. No. It's like, I was there. One time I saw a gentleman with a sign that said he was hungry. He said, literally, I'm hungry. I would like some food. And I had a half-eaten cheeseburger. So I was like, naturally, I'm going to give it to him. I was like, here you go, sir. Enjoy. So he grabbed it, he looked at it, and he went, yeah, no, I'm not gonna eat this. A burger? I'm a vegetarian. I was like, I did not see that coming. No, and then I thought to myself, that actually makes no sense whatsoever. That's like somebody going, yeah, I don't like tap water. It's really bad for you. So, no, I like Dasani and Evian and just natural. Blood. I love to go home for the holidays, Puerto Rico. I love parranda. And for those of you who don't know, he's on the road with me, Dylan. It's okay. Parranda is basically the Puerto Rican version of Christmas caroling. Except it's a bit more violent and aggressive, and I'll explain. Traditionally, Christmas carols, when people go Christmas caroling, they get together and they rehearse, and they dress up really nice, and they sing really angelical. I can't go that far. And they have candles, and sometimes they have bells. Boom, 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 boom. And then they go to people's houses and they sing, and then the family comes out, and they share eggnog, and the father hugs the child. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. In Puerto Rico, it's usually just a bunch of drunk people with pots and pans. That's as best as I can describe it. I mean, you can have instruments if you want to be fancy, but pots and pans will do just fine. And they get together at 2 a.m, super drunk. They go in front of somebody's house, they get all quiet, and the first thing they yell out is, ¡Asalto! Boom, boom, boom. Alegre vengo de la montaña de mi cap. Oh, and it gets better. Yeah, because at that point, the owner of the house is then culturally required to wake up. Let them in while they're still banging on the pots and the pans. Feed them all the leftover food that they have. Give them all the booze that they have. And at the point at which the resources are depleted, they forcibly grab the owner, take him to the next house, and repeat the process over and over and over again. And that's parranda. And that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, but you try doing that in the United States, you're gonna get shot. Asalto! Warning shot is what you're gonna get. First of all, sir, asalto, if I may, literally translates to assault. Which is not the friendliest thing you could be yelling at somebody at 2 a.m. You either get shot or somebody's gonna call 911. Hello? Hi. I have reason to believe there are some Latino thugs outside of my house. Well, sir, they yelled assalto. I googled it means assault. Yeah. So, please bring somebody. SWAT team, police. I'm just really scared. Please. And that's why I think if this is ever gonna take off in the United States, all we need is some parranda workshops for the 911 operators. Boom, that way they can identify the situation early on and they can figure it out. So the next time, hello, like, ma'am. All right, just relax. Let me ask you a few questions. Do they have pots and pans? Did they yell assalto by any chance? Ma'am, relax, they don't want to hurt you. No, they just want your food and your booze. That's it. Yeah, I know. Well, I'll walk you through the process. Just go downstairs, grab the food from the fridge. No, you don't have to reheat it, it's fine. They don't care. That's fine. Set it on the table, and grab the booze and put it on the table. Now go to the front door and open it up and just let them in. No, I can hear them still banging on the pots and the pans, yeah. All right, man, they're just gonna have some fun, they're gonna be loud, and you should be fine, okay? Oh, and before I forget, once they're done eating and drinking everything, they're gonna cut your face. Guys, that's my time. Thank you very much. I'm Carlos Santos.
Feels good? I'm in a great mood. I have to tell you all this. I'm in a fabulous mood, actually. I recently became a mom, so I'm excited about. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm excited about that, and then Danny called, hey, do you want to come do the show? And I was like, yes, and I hung up, and I went, oh, crap, and I'm a little embarrassed. I have to mention this. I'm a little embarrassed because I'm trying to lose the baby weight, and my baby in February turns 8 years old, and the real messed up thing is she's adopted. Actually, no. Got married, got pregnant. Lokage, right there. They're right. And I tell you what, I knew the minute I was pregnant. Ladies, by applause, how many have had kids by applause? Did you know when you were pregnant? Did you have that feeling, right? That moment, and you were like, ooh, I'm pregnant, right? I did too. I knew the minute I was pregnant. Because right after my husband Gus and I had sex, I threw up. Right there. And I was scared. Were you scared when you found out you were pregnant? No, you weren't scared? I was scared. I mean, I was married, and I was okay, that part. But I was scared because you don't know how kids are going to turn out nowadays, right? They're messed up. You don't know. I had 2 visions of my daughter when I found out I was pregnant. The first vision I had was my daughter behind a microphone in front of a large crowd like this, saying, "I'd like to thank the Academy." That's cool, right? Then I had another vision of my daughter behind a microphone in front of a very large crowd saying, "Order number 7, 8, and 9, your tacos are ready." And we knew she was a little girl, too. Did you know the sex of your baby? I'm sorry, did you know the sex of your baby? Did you? I did, too. I wanted to know. Did you want to know? My doctor was very cool about it. She got that sonogram thing working, right? And she was looking and showing me on the TV, and she goes, look right here. You can see between the child's legs. It is in the shape of a hamburger. It is not in the shape of a hot dog. It is in the shape of a hamburger. Therefore, it is a girl. I was like, hamburger, what are we going to name her? Patty? Come on now. And she's going to be 8 in February. I cannot have, it's like, gone. It's been so fast. I mean, I can remember like when she first started walking. It was amazing, you know, she had that little, well, frankly, she looked like my husband when he's drunk, you know. And then when she first started talking, when she looked at me, she looked up at me with her big brown eyes and she said, "Mama?" And I was all like, "Oh, baby." And she turned around and looked at the dog, "Mama? Mama?" That's okay, I'm gonna get her back. Because again, you don't know how kids are gonna turn out, right? She's gonna be 18 years old, she might get into some trouble. She's gonna call me from jail. She's gonna be like, "Mama?" And I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, hang on." That's for you, right there. 8 years old. You know, she's talking trash, too. The other day, she got ready for school, got dressed, came out of the room. She goes, "Mom, isn't this the bomb top? Aren't these shoes wickety-whack?" How do you answer that? How do you, see if I did all right. I said, "For shizzle, my little gizzle." Is that right? Because, you know, I want to, you know, be tight with my little homegirl. Is that right? Did I do it right? I don't know, I'm a nerd. I don't get it, man. So I'm married, been married 163 months. Thank you very much. Yeah, damn. Why do I do the month thing? I like that because it makes it feel like, you know, I'm still making payments. Right? 163 months, 0% interest. That's the truth. 163 months. It makes it feel like he's still under warranty. I go return him at any time. "Excuse me? Yeah, I'd like to return this." "No, he's nice and all, he's just not working." 160. You know what he told me after we got married? He has ADD, attention deficit disorder. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Have you seen it on Oprah and Dr. Phil? Do y'all believe this crap? No, I don't. I went to his doctor. I was like, "Could you tell me the signs and symptoms of this ADD?" He said, "Yes, ma'am. These men can't focus, they have a very bad memory, and they have trouble paying attention." Add a beer and a remote control, you got any married man in America. That's not ADD, that's CRAP. It's crap for the rest of you with your GED. He's so cute, actually. I love Gus. He's not here tonight, so we can keep talking about him. He's in San Antonio with all the ice. Bye-bye. 163. You know what we figured out, too? The kind of animal that we're most like, or at least that we think the other one's like. Like, I think he's like a cat because he just lounges around the house all day, whines when there's no food, and he's gained so much weight since being neutered. He got mad when I told him that. He got real mad. He goes, "You know what? If I'm the cat, then you're like a cockatiel." I thought, "Oh, that's cute. It's like a little bird. I'm dainty. I have the appetite of a little bird." He's like, "No, you just won't shut up." I married a Catholic. By applause, Catholics, of course, yes. Woo-hoo. I'm not Catholic. See, I think that's cool. Catholic, that's cool. You guys have it good. I went to my first Catholic Mass. Wow. It's like jazzercise. It was. I was like, up, as down, as up, as down. It was like... After about 30 minutes, I was like, "Oh, that's what this is for." Did you want some of I married a Hispanic or Mexican or Latino or Chicano, whatever the politically correct term is. Do you guys have a name for it? Do y'all care what you've been called? No? You like Hispanic? I know people like Latino, Chicano. I've named myself. I call myself Tex-Mex. That's right, me and Taco Cabana. And I like it. You know, whatever you want to call yourself, be proud. Be very proud of who we are. I mean, our ancestors, the Aztecs, the Mayans, these people, they invented math, the number line, the concept of absolute zero. How do our people use that number line today? Order number 7, 8, and 9, your tacos are ready. I'm so proud of who I am. Years ago, I felt very moved when Selena was shot and killed. It really did. It bothered me because at that point, that was it. No more female Hispanic role models for us. Nobody. I was so moved that when they filmed the movie in San Antonio, they had the big casting call. They needed a Selena lookalike, and I was there, man. I was first in line. Okay, all right. So they put me in the Yolanda Saldivar line, but I was there, man. I was there. Where were you guys? I mean, I felt bad, truly. No more role models for my daughter. You know who my daughter's Hispanic female role model is right now? Dora, Dora, Dora the Explorer. Oh my God, an animated Hispanic female. Woo! Do you know who my female Hispanic role model was when I was growing up? Charo, once a year on the Love Boat. Charo, that's it, man. That's all I had. You know what that got me? In trouble. I'm running around the first day of first grade. Whooey, whooey, brr, brr, coochie, 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 coochie. Oh my God, they put me in special ed. Not so bad. Actually, I have a college degree. I worked out pretty well. I have a bachelor's of science in nursing. Thank you very much. Thank you. Nurses? Nurses? No, nurses. Don't do it. Don't be a nurse. I'm kidding. I love nursing. I put myself through college working night shift at a blood bank. It was a cool job, except every night we'd get this phone call. Is this the sperm bank? Is this the sperm bank? Gus, is that you? I'm not kidding. Every night we get this call. So finally, I called the sperm bank to see what the big deal was. $150 an ounce you guys get. Did you know this? The dude's like, hey, I got to pay for my tab. $150. What do you get at the blood bank? Punch and cookies. Yay. You know what these sperm banks do, too? They target young college and military men. Yes, they do, because those men are intelligent and they're fertile. Yeah, and they're horny and poor, okay? And I don't like them going over the college guys over there. I don't like that, because, I mean, please, could you see a fraternity holding a sperm drive? Right, like it's a cause or something? Come on, guys, we're going to beat this thing, yeah! So I do work as a registered nurse in San Antonio. I work at our Bexar County Medical Center, University Hospital, Knife and Gun Club. You know what I'm talking about? Kind of like y'all's Bentob. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you can see Jesse's toe over at Bentob, so it's not a bad thing. It's all right, he loves me. I've had a fat man. I'm kidding. Oh my God. I was in the ER about a week ago, and the EMS calls on this code 3, and they tell us they're bringing this woman in, been stabbed 17 times. I think somebody was pissed off at her. Just guessing. Anyway, 17 times she's been stabbed, and by the way, she's combative. She's fighting everything. She's kicking out her IVs. Oh, and by the way, she speaks only Spanish. Irene! Oh, crap. Okay, so they bring this woman in, they wheel her in, and no kidding. Man, she's fighting, and she's throwing arms. And they got her strapped down, but it don't matter. The minute she walks in, boom, an IV comes out. So my friend says, do me a favor. Tell her not to touch her IV. You got it. Señora, por favor, no toques el suero. She looks at me, rips it out with her mouth. Blood everywhere, big mess. My friend's ticked. She goes, would you do me a favor? Tell this woman to quit messing with her IVs, damn it. Señora, por favor, no toques el suero. Híjole. She don't care. My friend gets it in the foot, boom, she kicks out the IV. Blood, a big mess. Finally, my friend is pissed. She goes, would you tell this stupid woman to leave her IVs alone? Well, Miss Spanish speaker all of a sudden can speak English. Sits up, looks at us, and says, hey, you can't call me stupid. I'm gonna tell your boss and she's gonna write you up. No kidding. My friend looks her square in the eye and says, oh yeah? Well, get the name right. It's Irene Pena. So I look this woman in the eye, and I tell her, you know what? My name's Judy Anderson. I think you're stupid too. That's right. But you know what? It all worked out. Nobody got written up. She died. My name's Irene Pena. Thank y'all very much. Y'all enjoy the rest of the show.
Times are tough. People are getting real creative with their crimes, you know? Hell, a year ago today, somebody stole my identity. And like everybody else, I couldn't believe it, you know? I was like, how could this happen to me? I mean, how could this happen to me? I was illegal. I swear to God, man, it's hard growing up this way. It's hard growing up this way. I remember I found out when I was illegal, I was about 5 or 6 years old, you know? I was with my parents in a restaurant. Right before we sat down, I saw my fat white friend, Bobby. Now I tell you that he's fat and that he's white because I like everybody to know how diverse I am. So before I get a chance to go say hi, I see his mom coming up to him with some salad because he's fat. And he gets offended. So he's like, no, Mom, no, you're so dumb. What did I tell you? She's like, Bobby, shut up or you're not going to get any cake. So he ate the salad because he's fat. So before I could stop laughing, my mom brought me a plate of boiled broccoli. That is nasty. So then I started, you know, I was like, no, Mama, no quiero broccoli. She's talking about hijo. If you don't shut the hell up right now and eat that broccoli, you're gonna get us all deported. Yeah, you, me, your dad, your sister, your brothers, the cooks, everybody. You want that? Needless to say, that pretty much scared the hell out of me. I never really committed any crimes when I was growing up. Not a lot of them, actually. What, you don't believe me? I might have smoked a little. But whatever, you know? Skywalker. Some Skywalker. I smoked some Skywalker. You know? But it always scared me to commit any crimes. I remember I was like a freshman or so in high school, you know? And my boy would be like, hey, man, how about we cut class and go see the Maria sisters? I was like, nah, man, I'll get deported. That's a crazy feeling, man. You know, so because of that, I became a real introvert. You know, I got into TV. Everything I ever wanted to be came out of TV. You know, I remember when I was that small, when I was 5 years old, I wanted nothing more in the world than to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I wanted to be green. I wanted to eat pizza all day. And I wanted to talk to rats. That went on for a couple years, you know, but then somebody told me that's how you get the Black Plague. So I said, fine, I'll change it up. So when I was about 9, I said, I got it. I want to be World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion. I remember I'd be sitting there, I was about 10 this time, you know, and I saw Andre the Giant or Hulk Hogan, you know, and I'd be like, man, I can't wait till I'm 7'2". 290 pounds, pile driving people. Took a couple years to realize that also was physically impossible. So I was like, fine, this time for real. I'm gonna fight for real. So then I started training UFC, MMA stuff, you know. Woo! Took about 5 minutes to realize that getting punched in the face isn't as cool as it used to be. You know, so then I made a real big mistake. I became an actor. My self-esteem went shh. Because when you're an actor, they judge you. They judge you to exactly what they think you look like. Look at me. Let me share with you the last couple roles that I got as an actor. Huh? How about that? Junkie. Young felon. Prisoner number 2. And rapist that gets raped. It's crazy, man. You know, I mean, I'm tired of all these stereotypes. I'm tired of all these negative stereotypes. You know, it's not fair. How about the positive stereotypes? You know, how about we take care of some of those? Like, for example, I am actually the first person in my family to ever go to a 4-year university. You know, and not only that, but I finished in 3.5 years instead of 4. When I dropped out. I got tired of it all. You know, I got tired of people being so dumb. You know, and so poor too, you know? I was poor as hell in college. So then I figured, how can I get some money? How can I get some money? So then I figured it out. I'm gonna do what white people do. I'm gonna sue someone. Think about it, you know, about what, 15 years ago, some lady sued McDonald's for, exactly, some hot coffee. She got millions, yo. Millions, and then I'm like, that's perfect, that's what I gotta do. But all the good ones are taken. You know, and they're getting crazy, you know? Like, for example, I saw, this was ridiculous, I saw a 500-piece puzzle that said, warning, some assembly required. Millions! I could have made a lot of money on that one. And then I saw one that really astounded me. Do we have any parents here tonight? Damn, you're all ashamed about it for a second? Yeah, it's cool. You have kids, that's cool. You know, but anyways, I saw this baby stroller that said, warning, remove baby before folding.
I'm from Nebraska, and I moved to LA, and there's things that are a little bit different between the two places. For one, LA actually has homeless people in it. Yeah, no matter how many voices are in your head, you're never like, none of them are ever like, let's be homeless in Nebraska. Like, that never happens. But here's one thing that I realized recently. Homeless people love to wear camouflage. They love it. Which is great, because I pretend like I can't see them, so it works. If you're walking around and someone catches your eye, and be like, no, Magic Bush, I will not give you $1. You're gonna spend it on cheap fertilizer. A year ago, I went to my doctor, and he told me I was fat. Like, literally like that, like, in the way someone who hates you and wants to break up with you tells you you're fat, like that, like. And I was like, I've been lifting a lot of weights, and he said to me, it can't all be muscle. And so I started working out, but I'm a very busy person, and I want to like make sure my mind is sharp and my body is sharp at the same time. So number 1, muscle milk, smart water, drinking those, done. The other thing I'm doing is I've loaded Spanish language tapes onto my iPod, and I repeat Spanish phrases while I'm jogging. So I'm just running around my neighborhood, and I'm like, ¿Dónde está la escuela? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? And now all of the Latino people in my neighborhood look at me weird. And I think it's because they think I'm some sort of idiot who cannot find the ocean. Like, that's... Don't make eye contact with him. He doesn't even know where the school is. Like, he's been looking for it for months. I'm a little worried because the next chapter is learning how to ask about people. And I might get some ruffians overhearing me, and one of them coming up and going like, "Why are you always asking about Juan and if he likes pizza and if he's tall?" I'm actually half Colombian, and I was raised in a town of 6,000 people in Nebraska, where I was the only minority. And I know a lot of people in LA look at me and go, "You're not a minority. You're khaki colored. It's not a minority." You're like a cafe con leche. You're like, you are not a minority. But in Nebraska, I'm black. So that's, and here's the thing. They don't even have practice being racist there because there's no one to be racist to. So it would always be sort of passive-aggressive, weird sort of bigotry that I would get. Like, I would get invited over for dinners, but it would always be taco night. And there wouldn't be tortillas. Just a pile of corn and 2 stones, and their parents going, I think you know what to do. Though the city did warm up to us. They gave my family the key to the city. But then we found out it was just so we could lock up when we were done cleaning. So, yeah, I was ashamed to ride my burro. That's right. It still haunts me a little bit, like being half Colombian. When people find out that I'm Colombian, I get the same dumb question by people. They ask me, "Is your family involved in the drug trade?" And I'm like, "Yes, now get out of my 1998 Chevy Cavalier with 3 hubcaps. I have to go drive to my 1-bedroom apartment where I live with a guy who looks like the ghost of Neil Young. So this is all just to throw the DEA off. If I was a drug dealer, I'd constantly be introducing people to my little friend. Are you kidding me?" I spend a lot of time on the internet at work, and that's how I deal with my terrible, terrible job. And I go to like cuteoverload.com where there are cute animals. And I realized that no matter how terrible things get in my life, as long as there are cute animals involved, I can get through it. So when my parents die, I'm going to train a whole pack of pugs to drag their corpses into the ground. That's how I'm dealing with it. No, I know what you're saying. That's still going to be sad. And then I'm going to say, no, it's not, because I'm going to put them in top hats and give them monocles. And when they snort, you're going to laugh. It's amazing. My wife can sleep with someone else, but it better be a panda in a sailor outfit. That's all I'm saying. Here's one thing I realized. I was recently shopping for rugs, and one thing I realized is that the worse a culture treats their women, the awesomer their rugs are. It's just true. Just call a rug place and go like, "Can I talk to your wife?" And if they don't let you, then that's where the rug is good. I recently saw the movie 2012 on DVD. I rented it. And I hated it so much. I hated the movie 2012. It was terrible. And number one, here's a few things about it that I hated. Number one, it's based on a Mayan prophecy. The number of Hispanic actors in that movie, 0. I have a headshot, Hollywood. I'll write the dialogue for the movie. 2012, no es bueno. Done. Put me in the movie. The other thing I hated about this movie was that throughout the whole movie, the apocalypse is supposedly happening, and the apocalypse is everything just behind John Cusack falling down. That's what the apocalypse, that's how it works. And the whole movie, he's just running, trying to save his family. And while he's running, things behind him are falling. And then he gets in a car, and things just behind him are falling. And I'm like, John Cusack, stop running! You're destroying the world! Just put your kids a little in front of you. Problem solved. My dad's colorblind, and sometimes I get mad at him. You get in those stupid arguments with your dad. And so on Father's Day, I got him this card that I saw. Some of you may have recognized the picture. It's all black and white. The picture, except for one thing in the picture, it's a little boy and a little girl. And the little boy is handing a little girl a red rose. And it's like, you're like, oh, that's great, because he's a young kid, so he doesn't know anything better. He must truly love her. And I saw that, and I wrote on the back of it, Dad, you'll never understand why this is special. Signed, your son. Yeah, that's the kind of son I am. Terrible. All right, everybody, thank you very much. I'll end with that.
Ice House, Pasadena, man. It's great to be here, man. Great to be here on Comedy Time Urban, which means blacks and Mexicans. All right, that's what. No, it's cool, man. Hey, anytime blacks and Mexicans can do some together in LA, that's a good thing. All right, no, seriously, no, that's true. No, because Mexicans, we can learn from black people, seriously, because they march good. All right, no. No, seriously, no. People got mad at Mexicans recently when we were marching because we had Mexican flags, right? Remember that? Hey, look, we can be proud of where we're at and proud of where we came from at the same time, all right? You know what I'm saying? All right? And you know what? That's not what bothered me. Not the ones with the American flags or the Mexican flags. I was wondering about the dudes with the Raider flags. What the hell was that, man? What's the NFL got to do with this? This wouldn't happen if Howie Long was president, Holmes. Dun, 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 dun. No one's illegal in the Raider Nation, S.A. Hey, you guys, I want to be honest with you guys. I will laugh at anything, man. And that's where I need all of you guys to be, all right? No, when you laugh at anything, then everything's cool, all right? I had to laugh at a severe car accident and cancer at the same time. Yeah, like, what? You know what I'm saying? First of all, I had cancer, man. The doctor's like, I have good news and bad news, all right? The bad news, you have cancer. The good news, I just saved a bunch of money on car insurance. Then I get into a car accident, man. Right? Like I was hit by a drunk driver. He ran a red light and hit me, and they shattered my jaw and my femur, the biggest bone in the body. It sounds like a gunshot when it breaks, and I'm trapped. I can't get out. I pick up my leg, only half my thigh came up. The rest is dangling. Yeah, now that will ruin your high. You know what I'm saying? No, right? When it looks like you have two knees on one leg, nothing can keep you giggling, right? No, I'm yelling for help, but no one can hear me because my windows are rolled up, right? And I'm trapped. And there's a guy outside. Dude, get out. It's going to blow. I can't hear you. Tell me when you get outside. But they got the idea when I rolled the window down and yelled, help! Oh! Hey, I didn't want to curse at him, but gee willikers, I'm in a pickle here. It's not going to communicate my sense of urgency. No, man. Hey, they pry the doors open, they pull me out, and I'm knocked out. I can't answer questions, right? So they figure that because I'm Mexican, my insurance status is questionable, right? Which it was, but still, right? They shouldn't just assume because of my expired tags and weed in my sock. That has nothing to do with insurance purposes. No, they took me to the worst hospital, man. Harbor UCLA in Torrance, California. Yeah, that's the worst. You know why? Because there's no real doctors there. It's all medical students. Yeah, a bunch of 16th graders practicing. Rookies. No, they took a Sharpie and they started marking the wrong leg to cut open. Hey, pardonnez-moi. I do believe it's the one that's burnt up and pointing the wrong way! It's just my amateur opinion. I know you're a sophomore, but look, it's my hypotheses. I'm just saying. Sir, you should go to sleep. No, I'm not going to go to sleep. I'm going to stay awake and keep an eye. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Do, 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 do. They jerry-rigged my leg, man. I look at the scar and I saw staple, stitch, Band-Aid, piece of duct tape, safety pin, paper clip, Bondo, scrunchie wrapped around my thigh. But I'm finally out of the hospital. I'm out of Shawshank. And yeah, man, I'm out. Cancer-free. I'm alive. I can walk. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. My friend was impressed. Like, dog, you teabag death. Hey, but you know what? When you go through something like that, you're not intimidated by anything that used to scare you, right? One thing that used to scare me to death, beautiful women. Oh, I used to be so scared of you, but now I see you for who you are, and it's hilarious. I mean, I still got a boner, but I'm laughing too. No, ladies, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know this, ladies. Sometimes your self-esteem is so low, you will rather look good than be comfortable. Allow me to explain. All right, look. Sometimes you'll put yourself through you don't have to, like heels. Why do you do this to yourself? All right, they hurt your feet. This is not natural to walk on your freaking tiptoes. All right, that is not natural. It hurts your feet. At the end of the night, they hurt you so bad you're walking barefoot on rocks because it's more comfortable, and holding your shoes in your hand, going, "I hate guys." Not knowing men don't care about the shoes. We don't care. We don't care that it gives you posture, makes you look taller. No man has ever looked at a woman taking off her shoes and goes, "Hey, wait a minute, that's not what I signed up for." No, liar, you're not that tall. Ladies, it's not that we like the heels. We just like the fact that you're willing to put yourself through to please us. Yeah, it's a mind control thing. We enjoy it when there's a nightclub and it's packed and there's a long line outside and it's cold, almost about to snow, but you still won't put your jackets on. No, I paid too much money for this outfit. And I'm going to show these bitches what's what. Oh, there's one. I'd kick your ass, but it's too cold. And they're playing my song right now, and it soothes me. The is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-N. Yes, ladies, you know you can be so vain, you probably think this joke is about you. Hey, look, if you want to put on makeup and jewelry to make you feel beautiful, fine, do it. Just don't go too far. You know what's too far? Beyond class. One word, glitter. Glitter is the most, I didn't get enough attention as a child, low self-esteem, attention whore piece of makeup on earth. No, someone told you were a princess and you believed it, right? No, I want to Oompa Loompa and I want to Oompa Loompa now. Glitter, you look like preschool Christmas projects is what you. I'm not scared of you anymore. Look, I'll say it. If you're ugly, glitter's not going to help. All right, there, I said it. Yes, now you're ugly and shiny. No! You don't want to bring attention to that, all right? You don't put rims on a Dodge Neon. Same. No, No, man, men don't like glitter. Did you know that? Men hate it. You'll never hear a guy, dude, which one do you want? The one with the big old titties or the big ass? No, forget them. I want the sparkly one. Yeah. I like my bitches shiny, son. Bling, bling. Shiny bitches. All right, that's all I'll say about glitter. No, it's not. I hate that shit. All right, look. The only time glitter is cool is to know that you got laid the night before. That's it. Oh, look, glitter on my That's it. That's the only time glitter is acceptable. No, because ladies think we like it. We don't like it. Oh, they're all winking at me. No, you're blinding us, bitch. Dude, what is that, bro? Cops again? All right, look. When you're single, you'll meet the women with the glitter, and sometimes you get the pleasure of meeting a really cool single mom. All right, how many good, hardworking single moms are in here tonight? Right? Any of you? One right here. What is your name, sweetheart? What's your name? What is it? Sylvia. Are you a good single mom? Yes. Okay, this joke is not about you, okay? This joke is about the ghetto, irresponsible, trashy, hood rat bitches. Yes. Hey, there's bad single moms out there, all right? That's the truth. All right, let's all be real right now. We all know not every cop is a good cop. Not every teacher is a good teacher. Hell, not even every priest is a good priest. So why should every parent be a good parent, especially when cops, teachers, and priests went to school for theirs and they still mess up? Kids don't come with a manual, and any idiot can have them. Haven't you guys noticed all the parents are getting younger and dumber each generation? Yeah, they're making birth control pills now shaped like Flintstones. No, I'm not talking about good ones like Sylvia. I'm talking about I was going to take the pill, but then I got high. And now I got 8 kids, and I know why. Hey, because I got high. All right, one more. I had to go on Maury Povich to find out which guy. Hey, don't lie. We all have hood rats in our families, all right? We all do. Yes. All right, I know I got him. You know how I know? Because I have a 10-year-old uncle. All right? Now, you're not supposed to have a 10-year-old uncle, man. This little rides his bike to my house every Sunday. Gives me $1. Here you go, mijo. Have fun. Stay in school. They have the birth control patches now. The patches, they stay on you for weeks and don't come off. You don't have to remember to take the pill every day. I'm going to take a stack of these patches, go to the clubs, and stick them on these hood rats like they're kick me signs, man. Hell yeah. There you go. There you go. I'll be the birth control ninja. Ah. What's that girl's night out? Oh, Latina. They won't stay on her. She's invincible. Forget it, man. Sew them together and make a birth control net. All right, guys. Look, I gotta get going. Before I leave you guys. Hey, before I leave you guys, I gotta let you guys know I have a CD available after the show. I don't care they're taping. I'm gonna advertise. No, it's $10 a piece. I'll autograph them, and remember, I have hospital bills. So make sure you go back there. Yes. Half the money goes to my bills, all right? The other half goes to a charity, the VISA, which is my Visa bill. So make sure you go back. I want to leave you guys with this. I love sports. My favorite athlete of all time, because he's the funniest athlete Tim Duncan from the San Antonio Spurs. Tim Duncan because he has no expression on his face whatsoever. You got to have a face. Jordan stuck his tongue out, you know, when he made a dunk, you know. Vince Carter, oh, Tim Duncan. That's it. I've seen this dude in a fight. That'd be scary to punch a dude like that. What's wrong with this mother? What's it like for him when he's at home making love to his lady? You don't know he has an orgasm until he blinks? I'm out of here. Thank you guys very much. My name is Cain Lopez.